What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out a video from Chefstravels, the oldest fish and chip shop in London. I'm super excited for this video, guys. If you've been following along with me specifically on this journey, you probably know how much I absolutely love a good piece of fish fried and some delicious chips.
Yeah, you are a fish head.
I am a fish head.
But it's sad because even when we went to the beach this time, you didn't get your fish and chips.
I know.
We went to several different places and none of them had the specific type of fish you prefer. And so...
And here's the thing, guys. This is something that I so envy about you guys. You have these places that are specialty fish and chip shops. And before actually starting this journey, I didn't even know a thing like that existed.
Right.
I've never
shop for just fish and chips.
Right. I've never seen one of those in person. Now, granted, at this point, I think they probably do exist in the U.S.
Oh, I'm sure. Like in places like New York.
Right.
Big cities in California, maybe Chicago.
Yeah, and maybe even in my home state of North Carolina, I've just never known about it because I didn't know to look for it. But even now, I still don't know where to find an actual fish and chip shop. Basically, anytime I've had fish and chips, it's been at a general seafood restaurant where fried fish and delicious chips are not the specialty.
Right.
They are something that's kind of a secondary thing to what most people love, which is the shrimp and oysters, lobster, crabs, and all that stuff, which I'm not as interested in that type of seafood as I am.
You don't like the crustaceans?
I mean, look, a nice... I like crab legs. They're pretty good. I enjoy them. Not a fan of shrimp, although I've only had it a couple of times. Maybe you guys in the UK could convince me to like shrimp if I came over there. And you guys are an island nation, so you know I'm guessing the seafood in general is probably going to be really good most places you go.
Yeah.
But I do want to preface this by saying that I'm sure a lot of you understand this already, but Lindsay is not necessarily a seafood fan.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you've ever had fish and chips. Have you?
I don't know. Probably not.
Right? It's just not something you've been interested. But she grew up in Indiana.
Yeah, and I just don't really like the fishy taste. So if you guys have a recommendation for when we come over, what type of fish I should try when we try fish and chips so that I can get the best experience, then I would appreciate it.
I think you deserve a pass on this. Why? Because you literally grew up 12 to 15 hours inland from the coast.
The fish I tried growing up was like freshwater fish.
Right.
And I didn't like that either. But.
Right. So anyways, guys, I want to continue my journey of learning about your fish and chip scene, if you will, because it is something that I have no experience with. And it is something I so look forward to experiencing when we get over there.
Yeah, you're gonna be in heaven.
I think I will, because I can only imagine. I love the fish and chip that I've had here, but I can imagine that, you know, you guys really know how to make a fish and chip plate really good. And so I kind of want to continue kind of seeing what sides you have, what a fish and chip plate looks like, what the prices are, just kind of the whole experience of different fish and chip shops.
Yeah.
I just find this subject very fascinating.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, enough rambling. Let's go and jump in here and check out the oldest fish and chip shop in London.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again. Today we are heading for the Rock Sole Plaice. No, it's not a music venue.
It does sound like it.
Yeah, it does.
The oldest fish and chip shop in London. There it is behind me, look. And
it looks fancy.
Wait, where's it? Oh, that.
Rock.
Yeah, it's this one right here.
Oh, that does look fancy.
The cream colored.
Yeah, that does look fancy.
It does. By the name, I would think it was like a music place.
Right.
I wonder what the name, like why the name.
I've never heard of this fish other than on the channel. If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's fish called Rock and there's fish called Sole.
Is there also fish called Plaice?
Oh, wait. Isn't that flat fish?
Oh my gosh. If so, that's really clever.
I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm wrong on one of those, but I feel like that has something to do with the fish names. Yeah, type of fish.
Well, now if you don't know what rock is, worry not, because all will be revealed. And there is some information here that not a lot of people know about, so bear with me. Anyway, without further ado, let's go and check this place out.
Is that it?
No.
Okay. Or say.
That's some kind of tavern. Bloomsbury Tavern.
I love the look of the buildings, by the way.
For those of you who are familiar with London, you will know that this wonderful city
Look at that.
is steeped with history and nostalgia.
It's beautiful.
Cambridge Circus.
And today we are going to visit the Rock and Sole Plaice, probably one of the top nostalgic restaurants in London.
This
I love
looks,
when they have outdoor seating.
What's it say up there on the windows? Fish and chips. Couldn't tell.
152 years?
152 years?
And I hear you say, what makes this fish and chip shop so special? Well, one, not only does it have nostalgia, as it is the oldest fish and chip shop in London, but also because the food has been created with such attention to detail.
That does look really good.
Authentic and as close as possible.
That looks
to its
amazing.
originality. And as you'll see, these are just a few of the differences that definitely put this restaurant
1871.
71. That's crazy.
I wanted to read the little thing.
You want me to go back so we can read a little bit of it?
Maybe he'll go back to it. If not, yeah. Looks like it has good ambiance.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it has a good ambiance.
Very small inside, so I see why they have outdoor seating.
Oh yeah, you'd have to have outdoor seating. But this was opened 152 years ago, I guess, so it makes sense that it might be kind of small.
Wow, look at the menu. I was trying to read it.
Chip Buddy for $3.50.
It's always so awkward when you go in somewhere and you gotta film.
Yeah. Do you see that? It said place up there.
Oh yeah, okay. So play on words.
Yeah, I believe all three might be types of fish.
That makes sense.
But I've never had any of those fish.
Me either.
If they are. What's that? Regular.
Oh, remember we were just at the beach. They were having the big rock tournament. It was a fishing tournament.
Oh yeah.
And it was called the Rock, and that's
true.
That's what they were fishing. I just realized.
I hadn't anything about that and put two and two together. I've personally never seen that fish.
Me either. But Plaice, I think we did learn about in another
Wasn't
video.
that
It was like a flat,
very flat
thin
fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know about sole.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Regular, large, chip buddy.
I'd like to order a bit of rock, new rock. And is there anywhere I can sit down and eat it? Would I be able to use that table over there?
You want to sit in or take
I'd like to sit down over there. I'll be 10 minutes. It's table service. It's table service. So can I sit there and get served? Thanks very much. So as to be expected, it is a rather busy restaurant for obvious reasons. I've been asked to stand here and wait until I get a table allocated to me, which I don't mind doing. You know what? It is what it is.
A few moments later.
Right, I've been allocated a table and it's in a sensible place. I'm not going to upset anyone else with filming. So, really looking forward to this one. Really excited about this one. The oldest fish and chip shop in London. I hope they change their batter.
Oh, I get it.
Look at their menu. I will leave a little video of it so you can have a look at what they do. And yeah, just waiting for my rock and chips. I'm so excited about
I wonder what a
this.
rock fish looks like.
Scrolling down the menu now, if you think some of these prices are a little bit high,
1871.
well, you have to take into consideration that this is a nostalgia pub and this is central London, and it's not always just about.
Hold on. Pickled egg. Is that okay? 1.5. I thought that was 15 for a second. It's like, oh my goodness. Pickled
Mushy peas,
onion,
garden peas.
mushy peas.
Baked beans.
We recommend having a few sides to provide a more authentic fish and chip experience. Served with our signature chips. Where's the fish at?
The food. That having been said, I've decided to order myself a nice bit of rock and chips, 230 grams, 20.
Hold on. There it is. 22 pounds. Oh, wow. Okay.
Does it come with the chips, or do you have to pay?
I'm guessing it comes with chips. Fish and chip shop. I mean, I would think it would. But my question is, does it come with the other items that you would get? For example,
probably not.
Here,
it comes with one side.
Here, I would expect hush puppies and coleslaw, French fries, which you guys would call chips, obviously. Tartar sauce would potentially come with it, I guess. But that's pretty much it, I guess.
Calamari squid. I see it over there. It
Oh.
£2.
Did you eat it?
Happy days.
Not my thing, really. Is that a glass bottle?
That's what I was about to say.
Love it.
I think it is. The glass bottle soft drinks are always
They taste better.
Oh, they
really
definitely do.
Oh, look at
Oh my goodness.
that. Thank you very much.
That looks
Yeah,
good.
I'm not a fish fan, but that
Look
looks
at that.
that looks delish.
Oh my.
Yeah, tartar sauce.
Okay, so it came with chips, and those look like some really good thick chips.
Yeah, that one's like rectangular.
I don't even know if I've ever seen chips that big.
thick?
No,
Yeah.
like I mean, those are chunks. So I mean, it would make sense that they could only be so crispy. But I bet they have just the slightest bit of crisp on the outside, and they're very soft on the inside.
The fish looks very crispy. It looks
The
really
fish
good.
looks amazing. So you, not liking fried fish, you would say that does look good though?
Yeah, it does. At a glance.
I guess you could imagine you like fried chicken tenders and stuff like so a coating like that on fried chicken tenders would be good too,
Yeah.
right? But that looks good, guys. I really hope he explains what rock fish kind of tastes like.
That is a proper piece of fish.
Oh my goodness, that looks really good, seriously. It looks better every time he turns it.
Rock and chips. That's what I've ordered. Salt and pepper and vinegar at the ready. Let's get stuck into this little baby. First things first. Salt.
I wonder if they come unsalted.
Yeah. Do they come unsalted, guys?
Probably.
I'm skipping the pepper.
Yeah, me too.
Got to have a squeeze of lemon on the fish.
I would want to try it without lemon first.
Me too.
And then
Me too. But I think once you eat it, like,
Got to have
is that hot sauce or is that ketchup?
vinegar, I think.
Vinegar? Oh.
vinegar. Look at that. Butter.
Okay, I've obviously heard people in the UK eat vinegar on their chips quite often.
And fish.
And we did vinegar on Chip Buddy.
Yeah, we tried it.
And
the malt
vinegar. And I think it was the first time I ever tried malt vinegar.
It was the closest thing we could get here
It was like
to a UK version.
It was a brand called London something, wasn't it?
Yeah, some kind of like pub style.
Yeah, and
malt
it
vinegar.
was pretty good. I definitely prefer my chips. At least so far, I prefer them without vinegar. But I didn't grow up eating vinegar, so it's like not something I'm used to. I would do both ways. I would give the vinegar a try, but at first I'd want to try it without.
Yeah.
And I heard some people put vinegar on their fried fish. I don't know about that. To me, I like the simple flavor
Right.
profile of it, so I'm not sure if I'd really want that.
It could work.
It could work. It could work.
Might be good.
I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I'm sorry, I'm having ketchup on it as well.
No! I like to dip some ketchup. I don't want it on it though.
Oh,
But if those aren't crispy, if they're soft, then you're probably going to fry eat a fork anyway.
for a king. Have a look at that. I'm ready to get stuck into this. Let's have a
I want to get stuck into
see
it.
what this is all about, shall we?
You want to get stuck into it?
Let's start with the chips.
Oh, fancy. He's eating with a knife and a fork. We're heathens. Leave me over there.
They're not crispy on the outside and soft in the middle. But they are a real potato, the kind that you'd had when you had fish and chips in the old days. They'd actually stick to the newspaper and you could peel them off, you know, that kind. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, I've heard of that.
If you're looking for crispy on the outside and soft in the middle, you're going to be disappointed. But this is the real thing. Amazing. Now,
Okay, here's the most important part.
Oh,
rock salmon, as it's commonly known.
rock
Rock
salmon.
salmon.
One of the many reasons I like it. It's got this like
sections.
one bit of gristle going through the middle. This thing, but this is necessary to show you. That's it. That's the bit of gristle that runs through the middle of it, and yeah, that's all there is.
Sophia would love that part.
Yes, you would.
Absolutely clean white.
Oh,
Very meaty.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I love this fish so much. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Gorgeous.
Oh, that looks good.
And these people have made it, these sections, done it to perfection, absolute perfection.
Oh my goodness, that looks good. Oh, very crispy batter.
Yeah. It doesn't look like a flaky type of fish. It looks more like meaty. Yeah. I can see why it compared to salmon.
I wonder if it tastes like salmon. I don't think it does.
No, I think it's just more like the
thickness or meatiness.
That's the best bit of fish I've tried in a long time. I'd even go far as years since I've had a good bit of fish like that. And of course,
that's saying something. You live in an area where fish and chip shops are everywhere.
Yeah.
Tartar sauce.
Wow. Wow. Do you know what? There are people that knock traditional English food, but to me, this is what I grew up on, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I don't care what you say about English food. This is butter.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people in the comments say that as well. Like Americans and people in general talk trash about British food and English food specifically, but I have never heard anyone talk bad about it all the years
I have. Yeah, I was about to say I have literally never heard a single person ever say anything bad about it.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying for some reason
I'm sure there's
heard
people of all types, but I personally have never had anybody say anything bad about it. I mean, that looks delicious to me.
And the things we've tried have been good.
Yeah,
so.
and I think that most people that I know that like fried fish, for example, specifically, I'm thinking of my mom, for example. She loves fried fish.
Yeah.
I think she would look at that plate and be like, man, that looks really good. I can imagine she would really, really enjoy it.
I wonder what the flavor of the coating is. Obviously, it's going to depend on the chip shop, I'm sure. But I wonder in general, like, if it's pretty plain or if it's more of like a salty.
How salty it is.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah, if anyone knows what this the coating probably kind of tastes like. Is it more sweet? Is it more salty?
Or is it very neutral because people add vinegar and other things?
Right. I'd like to know that too. What is that?
Maybe parsley?
Parsley. Must be parsley.
I can't believe this. The other day, I was explaining to someone the difference in parsley. These days, a lot of people use the flat parsley.
That's curly leaf.
I haven't seen curly parsley in many years. And look at that. As if to stick to tradition, they've actually got curly parsley on here as garnish as well. And I don't know what it is, but I actually prefer this curly parsley. It's got a much better taste than the flat parsley, and I'm actually going to eat it.
I eat parsley.
Real, because it's not only a garnish, but it actually tastes very good.
Yeah, it's a very mild flavor.
I like parsley.
Oh, delicious.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Just look at that.
That looks beautiful. That looks amazing. Seriously.
People know that. A lot of them, if you've cod or your plaice or you had it. But cod, rock cod or puss or rock salmon, what it's better known as. to me, we're getting much better value for money.
More meat, I
That's
guess.
what it seems like.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious. Fantastic.
Looks like a lot of food, though, honestly.
It really does.
So I guess if you're going to pay more.
There's one thing I can say. Happy days.
I love him. He's cute.
I do too.
So, let's talk about Huss. Rock. What is rock? Basically, it's Huss.
Huss.
Rock salmon. It's short for rock salmon because that's what they called it. For whatever reasons, rock salmon. And there was a law put down that said you can't call it rock salmon because it's not actually salmon. But originally, this was called dogfish.
Dogfish. I feel like I've heard
Go
of
and
that.
order a bit of dog. Well, of course, the government slapped a thing on that saying you can't call it dogfish because it's not dog and it's derogatory, so to speak. So they stopped calling it dogfish. And it's also called Huss, which is what I
Huss.
better know it as Huss. And a lot of people now call it Huss. But there you go, that's the story of it. And there is a difference between the bull Huss and basically smooth hound or dogfish, whatever. But they're all related, all come from the same family, the squalid day family of sharks, basically. It's a shark, yeah, it's related to the shark.
Oh.
And it's a very traditional British dish, and yet not a lot of people go for it. But I'll tell you what, next time you have a bit of fish and chips, have a bit of us. You won't regret it. Absolutely delightful. Right, the Rock Sole Plaice in the middle of London. Wow, oldest fish and chip shop in London, apparently, I believe it. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. The service, Tim, the front of house manager, really looked after me. Great guy. The service, amazing. The food, that was a beautiful piece of rock. Absolutely cooked to perfection.
Looked like it.
Huss, rock salmon, Huss, dogfish, call it what you like. Absolutely fantastic. If anything, the only thing missing was some garden peas or some mushy
peas.
Nice, but maybe you got asked for that as an extra. I don't know. Anyway, on that note, absolutely fantastic food.
That looked amazing.
It really did, even for someone who's like resistant to fish and seafood in general. That does look very, very good.
I got to see that plate again.
So, would you try the rockfish?
I was just going to say I am so happy I found this because now I know
what it is.
A new fish.
Yeah.
No, not just what it is. I didn't know this was necessarily a type of fish.
I know.
So like I now have this new type of fish I can try specifically when we get over to the UK. And this just makes me realize that not only do I want to try fish and chips from just some fish and chip shops in the UK in different areas because they're all going to be different.
Right.
Some like this place didn't serve mushy peas.
Village would be different.
But other places are going to serve mushy peas or whatever with it. I'd like to try it with vinegar and without. But beyond that,
different types of fish.
yes,
Yeah.
I now want to try rock. And
sole.
Sole and plaice. Yeah, all three. Haddock, cod. Here my fish has been flounder. That's the fish I love with fried fish. It's just the reason I don't have a reason for it. It's just what I always had when I had fried fish growing up.
Used to.
Yeah, and I personally think you would like flounder because it's a very neutral taste. It's not fishy at all. It's very, I don't know, bland for lack of a better word. But you know me. I'm actually not someone who loves tons of spices and I don't like tons of over-the-top flavors. I like mild flavors. And it's going to be interesting to see how much I like vinegar on fried fish because will my love for very neutral flavors be the deciding factor on which I think is better, or will I end up finding out after adding vinegar to fried fish that, wow, this adds something really nice to it that I actually prefer. And so these are the type of things I'm really looking forward to, trying vinegar, trying different types of fish, trying different fish and chip shops. I'm sure there's going to be some fish and chip shops have crispier chips than others? Will I like the more soft version better? You know, guys, these are all questions I don't have answers to because I don't have the ability to actually go and experience this right now. But I so look forward to it, guys. And when we finally get over to the UK, we will definitely bring you along with us on some of our fish and chip tries. Yeah, our journey, if you will. But guys, yeah, what can I say? This looks incredible. And my wife, who doesn't know if she's going to like fish and chips, actually says it looks delicious as well.
It really does.
So at the very least, I take his word on this is an amazing place to try fish and chips. So maybe, just maybe, when we get over and we're in the London area, maybe we'll actually go to the oldest fish and chip shop.
I feel like we have to.
I mean, you kind of have to, right? Because, like, if you know about it, it's like, oh, the oldest? Let's try that. 152 years?
Yeah, they must be doing something right.
I mean, if you've been open for 152 years doing anything, you're doing something right, right? I mean, like, how you don't survive 152 years without doing something right.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, I look forward to the big city fish and chip shops and the small village fish and chip shops. But how many times can I say fish and chip shop in one video? Anyways, guys, I think we'll let you go. This looks amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please click that like button. Feel free to drop your comments or suggestions about this video or others. And don't forget to subscribe to continue to follow us on our journey, guys. Until next time, peace.
Bye.